Thank you, Chairman. Administrator, good to see you. How are you? Administrator, before you were the head of the SBA, you earned an MBA, you were a CFA chart holder, you founded a fintech company, and you served in the U.S. Senate. Is that right?
That's correct.
And you've been the head of the SBA for about 4 months now?
3 months and a week.
I think somebody said 107 days. That's pretty neat.
That's right.
And you've been pretty busy. You've been touring the country, supporting America's small businesses on your Made in America roadshow.
That's right, Congressman. We got to see you out in New York, which was wonderful to see all the manufacturing happening on Long Island.
And isn't it true that of all the places you visited, Long Island was the best place you visited?
It's certainly memorable. It's important.
I object.
I hate to put you on the spot, but when you were on Long Island, do you remember the technology company Orbic that we met?
I do, Congressman.
It's an American company located on Long Island, and they do what many Trump trade policy critics say can't be done in the United States of America. They make technology products like smartphones, laptops, and tablets. Madam Administrator, I'm certain that you and I agree that President Trump is right to want to protect our supply chain from international disruptions and bring manufacturing back to America. My question is, what can the SBA do to help small businesses like Orbic who help accomplish those worthy goals?
Well, we certainly see manufacturing growing across this country. Our loan volume in our 7A program for manufacturers is up 74% in President Trump's first 100 days, demonstrating an investment in manufacturing like never before. Over 1,120 loans. Certainly saw that taking place on Long Island, and that's why I'm grateful for the chairman's leadership on the Made in America Manufacturing Finance Act, which I hope in this committee would be bipartisan, to get more capital in the hands of our innovators, those that are providing jobs and production of critical technologies like 5G and cell phones and other infrastructure that this country so greatly needs. And we'll continue to work through that. Recently, we launched our onshoring portal for small businesses. It's made available on the SBA website for small businesses to source products domestically. It lists over 1 million domestically sourced manufacturing sources to strengthen supply chains domestically. So those are just some of the things we're focused on.
Administrator, that portal's great for the folks who will watch this later on YouTube or wherever else. Where can they access that portal?
It can be found on our homepage at sba.gov, and you click into the portal and you can choose from 3 private sector databases that list all kinds of products, produce, even production materials, and sourcing domestically is the focus of that portal.
And when you Google make onshore great again, it gets you to your website. Is there any fee charge or is there a sign-up barrier to access that portal?
There's no cost. It's made available through the SBA's resources.
Love it. I was on it this morning. I think that many of my constituents and small business owners will gain from that. Shifting gears, you were caught off several times when responding to the ranking member and others' questioning. I wanted to give you some time to reply. First, on the number of staff at the SBA. My friends from the other side of the aisle are criticizing you for bringing that number of SBA employees to 2,700. Madam Administrator, why is 2,700 the right number?
Well, our reductions total 2,700. The total staff would be 3,800 post reductions, and certainly that excludes our disaster operations, which scale up and down, and certainly have been incredibly responsive, already putting out more disaster loans, $3.4 billion in disaster loans operating across 1,300 counties in this country right now, 25 disasters. So we're scaling that very well. But bigger is not more efficient. And what we're finding is that as we reduce bureaucracy, we get more focused on small business, and the results are in the loan numbers that you see. We're more productive. Small businesses are telling me in the field that they see that we are back after a long hiatus, and we're going to be able to innovate and become even more productive for small businesses at that level.
Great. I appreciate that. Bringing us back to a pre-pandemic number, I think, is right for America. Of wage growth, GDP growth, inflation rates, number of valid loans made, and number of SBA employees. Of those 5, which is the least valuable metric to analyze the SBA's performance?
Number of SBA employees.
Thank you. I yield back.